Hey, Tip Tuesday followers. Welcome back to another episode of Real Estate Tip Tuesday. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Katie. Welcome back, everyone.
Yes, today we are going to talk about something that I love. Ryan knows this because I think every single house I've ever lived in, Ryan, I've renovated. So let's talk about the renovation loan. And can we talk about it like kind of in two parts? The first part being, hey, I found a house I really like, but it needs a lot of work. So how am I going to get this done? Let's figure that out. And then maybe the second part being, hey, I've been living in my house for a little while and I want to do some work to it. So what does that look like for me? And is it the same?
Yeah, no, I'm so glad we're talking about this because, like you said, the first one we want to talk about, if you find that perfect home, it's in a great location, perfect size, room count, everything, but, you need some repairs and some upgrades to make it that perfect house. And the great news is you can finance those repairs and upgrades into your home purchase. So, if you need new flooring, cabinets, kitchen appliances, even if you want to build an accessory unit, which is becoming more and more popular, you could roll those costs for these upgrades into your mortgage. So there's a number of programs that are available to do this on a purchase. So one is called the 203K loan, which is an FHA version of the rehab loan. The other is the home style renovation, which is for conventional, and even VA, which we do a lot of. It has a rehab program as well. So there are a lot of options. Now, okay, you probably noticed a lot of lenders kind of stay away from these programs. And the only reason why, yes, it's a longer process and it does take more time, more paperwork. So, you have to get a general contractor to bid for all the work. You have to get a special appraisal that really confirms the value of your home and that it will increase to cover the cost of all the upgrades. And then even after closing, it's a process because you have to manage construction, the payments to the contractors, and really just keep on schedule to close out the renovation loan. But, we've been doing these for 20 years and we love doing them, so if it's something you're interested in, it's great if you're looking to purchase a house, but, there's just a few things you need to do and some work that needs to be done to make it that perfect home. So it's a great option. You could definitely do it on a purchase.
100%. And I'm so glad that you said that. Because we can guide through the entire process. We've done it thousands of times before. And before I met you, so way back in the old days, I actually had a lender say to me, no, it's just too hard. Well, it's not too hard for us. Okay.
No, it's not. Yep, absolutely. We always, we want to find the best programs for our buyers. And sometimes these work perfectly. And, we're well versed in them and happy to walk you through it if this is the route you want to go.
Totally agree. So second part of that question, Ryan, I've been living in my house for a little while and maybe I decided, you know what, I'm not going to sell and go get something else and go through all that. I like the location. My kids have a great school, yada, yada. I just need to do some reno. So what does it look like when you already own the home?
Yes, a lot of people who are familiar with these programs, they think it's only available for purchases, but it is available for refinances as well. Now, they haven't been as popular because not everybody's wanting to refinance, especially if you have rates from 2020 and 2021 and the 2s and 3s. Nobody wants to really refinance and have a higher interest rate. So the first thing we always look for is if you have the equity in the home, can we take out maybe a line of credit, to do the repairs? That's always the first option that we look into, so we don't have to touch that first, loan and the interest rate that you have. But if you don't quite have that equity yet, if you've been in the house for a year, you're still kind of paying on the mortgage and building it, the option would be the renovation refinance, where we do a refinance and we really set it up just like the purchase, where we get the contractors, we figure out how much it's going to cost, and we could roll it into the refinance. So the important part is to really just make sure that all the upgrades and repairs you plan on doing, will increase the value enough to really cover all of the costs. So it's definitely available if you don't quite have the equity to do a home equity line of credit to cover those. So purchase or refinance, you could definitely do the renovation loan.
Excellent. So you can love it instead of leave it, right? To quote HGTV. Awesome, Ryan. Well, thank you so much for all of that valuable information. Guys, if you want to check out any of our previous episodes, hop on over to our YouTube channel. It is at Team EvoAZ. That's our handle. Scroll down just a little ways. You will see the bright red playlist called Real Estate Tips Tuesday. There are hundreds of videos in there. Everything real estate and mortgage that you ever wanted to know in bite-sized pieces, right, Ryan? Like, that's our thing. We want to be really quick about this.
Absolutely.
If you prefer to listen podcast style on your favorite podcast platform, do a quick search for Arizona Real Estate Radio. There you'll find us, like, download, notify, all the things. You will never miss a beat. We will see you next week. Bye, Ryan.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Looking for the right home loan can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Hi, I'm Ryan Gilliam, an Arizona native with 20 years of experience helping families find the best mortgage solution for their needs. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or refinancing, I make the process simple, stress-free, and tailored just for you. I help you access better rates, offer guidance tailored to your goals, and make the mortgage approval process easier every step of the way. Your best mortgage starts with the right partner. Let's make your home goals happen. Reach out today.